Hey.
What the hell was that? That was amazing.
Yeah, I like the intro. I like
What the hell?
Good.
That was so sick.
Good. Right? The music, it reminds me of like an action scene from like a 90s movie.
I was going to say, very like, I think I've talked about this on this pod, which is pretty messed up that it's going to get a second mention. The first Charlie's Angels that ever came out with Cameron Diaz and them just reminded me of like a chase scene in that weird call out. But yeah,
I love that. I gotta watch it.
I don't. They might not have it where you live. Have y'all ever been to an Alamo Draft House?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
That sounds like the music that they play before the bum bum bum.
Yep.
And they're like telling you they're explaining to you that you can like order food and like don't not to talk, but like be respectful in the chat. Like combined with that, it felt much like I was at an Alamo Draft House, which is
that is spot on.
That's good. Okay, good.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing.
Go.
It's not a bad thing. It's very much a good thing. I also appreciated the quotes. It was like these beautiful quotes, and then it's like Jose Mourinho with the most like blunt like quote ever. It was like excellent combination of everything.
Gotta throw a little change up in there,
Yeah.
That's
amazing.
My gosh. Well, welcome to the Brilliant Blues. This season 2, episode 5. So what this is a monthly gathering of Brilliant Blues. CrunkChocolate, Dillon, John. Oh my gosh, I have missed you guys. It's been a nice little summer break. I apologize because I was like, yeah, we can keep it going. It's just once a month. And then I didn't reach out to you guys at all the entire summer. So shout out to you guys for understanding. And when I messaged you guys and being like, back up, and you guys were like, back up. So let's go.
You threw up the bat symbol. We arrived.
Absolutely. It's always good to recharge though, get a little summer break in for sure.
Yeah, I didn't last year. So I think subconsciously my body was like, you're going to this year. You will relax. So yeah, it was nice. And I'm refreshed and I'm ready to go and kick some ass this year. Oh, I told myself I was going to curse less in the first 15 minutes of the stream. All right, there's one. No more. We have so much to talk about. Looking at all of this, I mean, let's start off with something light, not City. Like, haven't seen you guys in a few months. What have you guys been up to? Like, how's the summer been for you? John, I'll start with you. How's Luca?
Yeah, let me lead off because Dillon has better news or bigger news than I do for sure. No, I've literally just been being a dad, which has been awesome. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna sound like a sappy old head dad right now, but like every morning there's another human being that is stoked to see you, and you have no idea what that does for like your soul. So it's been awesome. We've done goofy stuff. We've gone to the zoo. I've had him watch some baseball games. Screen time's still a pretty big thing that we don't let him do. Apparently, I'm learning. But no, it's been amazing. Like, yeah.
I'm finding this out.
I'll look at my wife. I'm like, yo, he's watching the Guardians game, and she goes, "What are you doing?" Like, I was like, "Hey, all right, you're right. All right, turn him around, whatever." So there's been a lot more baseball on the radio, real old school. At our house,
Whoa.
Which is nice, Yeah, the MLB app's actually pretty great for that. Now, don't get me started on every other bad thing that the MLB's done over the past 15 years, because that's a whole nother podcast. But yeah, the MLB app with like, you can listen to any game, like radio broadcasts has been pretty sick.
That's dope. Dillon, what have you been up to?
I took a trip to Europe. I was in Manchester. I saw Oasis, which was cool. And then I took
was cool?
Yeah, it was cool. It was awesome. It was really dope. I went to their first show in Manchester. It was like really, really cool. It was very cool I'm glad I saw it in Manchester versus like the first show in Cardiff, which also probably was really cool, or Wembley or anywhere else. But to see it obviously in their hometown and like where the crowd was like really, really up for it, and the whole city was up for it. It was really cool. Was really cool. And then I went over to Italy and I got engaged. So
congrats. I'm going to break the news here that your original ring Cristiano Ronaldo stole, right? That was the original one.
Yeah, it was a whole thing. I was talking with my jeweler in downtown Los Angeles, and I had to kind of come up with something on the fly yeah, unfortunately, I showed her whatever today or yesterday, whenever that was, and I was like, look, I'm sorry that what I wanted to have, but
Yeah, this is actually the second choice. I apologize. Hopefully, you can
he beat me to
that
it.
thing. That thing is obscene. That thing is obscene.
Makes no sense.
She's
Cool.
that's
congratulations,
that's
dude.
Yes, congratulations,
thanks,
truly. Yeah, super exciting.
And also, I will say real quick, I got called out on this last pod about a humble brag going to Manchester. You really played off this Oasis concert.
I know, that's why he was like, "It's cool." And I was like, "Oh, see, I was about to curse again." I was about to say a nice traditional English term.
I was like,
screw it. Fuck
well,
off,
I feel I feel a little bad because like I won the lottery to get in for the tickets, despite being from Los Angeles. And then I also won the lottery to be in the front standing section.
Oh, let's go.
Also. It was really cool, man. And like UK crowds put American crowds to shame.
Oh,
like they really do. And it was a really, really cool experience. And it was cool to be in an area where like everyone else was so hyped for it. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I mean, I'll probably remember that day for like a really long time. I mean, just it was a really cool trip, and like overall, it was dope.
Yeah. Also, as a married man, I do want to acknowledge like you were doing the right thing by downplaying that and upplaying the true. I knew that was your plan as well. So like, good job there. Smart. Way to avoid that conversation as well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
The best part of the trip.
Yeah, exactly. Got engaged, but like Oasis. Yeah, I got you.
That's whatever.
I should have went first because got dad literally raising a mini him, and then you went and saw Oasis, got engaged, and I've just been kicking it. I've just been lounging, relaxing, did some like float trips, gone to some like random places. I've just been having fun.
Been playing a lot of soccer.
I was gonna say you're down playing this too. I've been keeping track of the improvements that you've been talking about. I'm like, hell yeah! If you come to New York, you have an open run with us anytime. Like I've been part of a men's league for like 10 years here. Like you can run with us anytime you want to.
I'm not. I just joined like a every Tuesday they do a pickup, so I'm gonna go next weekend. And it's just a bunch of dudes. It's a WhatsApp, and you just put your name in, and it adds up, and it's always 11 on 11, and sometimes they even have like subs and stuff too. So like I'm just gonna get in. I've gotten a lot better, but also I never really consistently kicked a ball around before. Yeah. So anything is progress. But yeah, I definitely like my first touch is pretty decent for again someone who just started 5 months ago, and I can do it with my left and my right. My passing with my left is getting a lot better. I can like do a nice like straight direct pass with my left pretty good, but I am right-footed. So I'm trying to learn what I can to be ambidextrous.
I do feel like though, like your rugby background probably allows you to understand space pretty well. No?
Yeah.
Like when you've been out there? Yeah. Like that's honestly when you're I mean, look, the lady never says its age. I'm 36, so like spacing is super important for me. I just got to make sure I'm at least to the spot I need to be. It becomes so much more important the older you get. And I'm also one torn ACL in. So it's like, you know, movement's not the best thing. Not the number one thing for me.
Honestly, I know like a full pitch.
Yeah, 7-on-7 is what you need to get into. You need to get in a nice little 7-on-7 league. That's what I play most.
So what
I do so much more fun. I do a 5-a-side one, and it's so much more doable. It's honestly probably you could tell me it's almost more running, but I think the fact that it's like short distance makes it.
So it's just more like bursts.
Yeah,
you're playing NBA soccer at that point.
Yeah, basically.
Essentially.
Yeah, because even when I played rugby, I played 15s and I played 7s, and I hated 7s because it was so much. Especially being a forward. So I was always going to have to do all the tackling. I was like, this sucks. These little dudes get to do all the running, and I liked the running. The running part is fun. Being able to knock people over, score tries, that's the best part.
Yep.
You got to tell me I just got to stay by the freaking rucks and tackle the entire time.
The unlock for me on 7s was I play one half in the center of the pitch, and then I play goalie the second half, and it's been like nice. It's been like a nice little and I was pretty good in goal, so it was like that's what I played growing up. So I was like, all right, this is awesome. A little relaxing too. Goals aren't as big, so it's nice.
That's fair. All right, well, this is nice. Hey, the homies. Oh man, where to start? Okay, let's do something somewhat intense, and then we'll go to the kits, because I am very interested in your thoughts when it comes to kits. Oh gosh, Dillon, now I'm really interested. So Pep, he technically has 2 seasons left, but in my brain, even last year, people have been like, he signed extension a 2-year, and I was like, whatever, guys. But this, if you've heard some of the things, he's talking about, oh no, once I'm done here, I'm done everywhere. I'm relaxing. It's over. I'm already exhausted. I didn't get much of a break. Like, he already just seems like a fragile old man, and we already saw what happened last year when he wasn't mentally in Manchester for 3 months. Obviously, outside life happening, completely understand, but we saw how the things dropped. But once life got better and he was focusing, the play overall seemed to start doing well again. Is there a fear that could affect the season again? Just the fact that he does know that this is the end of everything, or in Pep we trust?
Dillon, go first, please.
Yeah.
God, it's not great that both of you are like,
I know. I don't think it's the end of everything. I think it'll be the end of everything when it's announced that it's the end of everything. This is 9 years now of, oh, he's only going to be here for 3 seasons. Okay, he'll be here for 5 seasons. Okay, he'll be here for 7 seasons. I, in my heart of hearts, think that as long he said it, and he's an emotional guy.
He is.
And I think that was why Cheeky was so nice to have Cheeky, because Cheeky was so cold. And it was such like a perfect, and they'd known each other for so long, they worked really well. It could change with Biana, but I think as long as he's always said it, as long as the players are up for it, as long as the players want him, he'll stay. Holland signing a 9.5-year extension, to me, says something. The board will back him. Khaldoon will back him for as long as he wants to be here. Granted, if City don't win again, this will be the first time in his career he's not won a league title 2 seasons in a row, and who knows how he's going to react to that. Yeah, he's got things going on outside of the club, and I mean, I can't speak to what that's like. I can imagine how difficult that is based on the news that I shared earlier in this episode. But I think that his kids are much older. His kids are now, I believe, all older than 18. So I personally do not think that the end, like, I will believe that it's the end when the club announces that it's the end, and I don't think it's going to be now. I'm going to be honest. I really do think that he could be here for a long time, like a very long time.
Okay, so but when he does you're expecting the whole 1-year announcement where everyone gives him his like love every single week.
Yeah,
I don't know if he's going to do full Kobe retirement tour. I don't think it, but
I don't think he has the choice.
I don't think it will able to be like totally a surprise. I mean, it could be. There's a chance that he could be like, I'm done. But I think from a club standpoint, they do need to know.
Yes, that's fair.
But like, I personally, we'll see. I think this season could be really interesting in the sense of, are they going to be planning for the future, like, or potentially post Pep like time. But I personally, I think it will be most likely announced, I think, ahead of time for a variety of reasons. And I honestly, part of me thinks it'll be until the 2030s. I'm like really bullish on this.
I'm going to trust you both on this because like 4 years ago, Crunk came on my pod, and this is like the first time we ever interacted. And I was like ready to be like, yeah, Pep's done after this year type of thing. And he was like, I don't know what you're talking about. So like, I trust you both way more than this. I will, you know, this is an entertainment podcast, right? I will ask a couple questions. A, is that a good thing that he's here till 2030. Straight up. Like,
yes.
are we?
He's the greatest manager in the history of the
I
sport.
understand that. 1,000%. 1,000%.
Sorry.
I understand that. But I will say this is like, I'm not trying to be the one guy on every show that says the most ridiculous thing, but wear these shoes right now. Like last year,
you could be the Max Kellerman.
Yeah, absolutely. But like last year, I remember we didn't meet often, but when we met, like it was frustrating, and it was really frustrating. And there was almost an inability to bend, an inability to like try new things, which I always thought was like kind of his like creativity was one of the key things. So it's like I do want to throw that out there. It's like, if you're looking at longevity, is this the best move? Because at some point, as a Clevelander, as an Ohio person, I understand that a 40-year-old LeBron is not a 25-year-old LeBron anymore. And I know it's like two different apples and oranges here, but like, is it a good thing? And then my other question was going to be, who do you replace him with anyway? So it's like, there's nobody gets me excited. Like even my brother being a huge Liverpool fan, when they got Slot, I was like, all right, cool. Like whatever. Now he ends up winning the league last year. But it's like, I wouldn't even begin to tell you, and you guys are both way smarter than me with this type of stuff, but like, I wouldn't even begin to tell you who I would advocate for, to be honest with you. So I don't even want to put my mind there, I guess.
From a replacement standpoint, I think it'd either be Nagelsmann or Enrique. Nagelsmann, I've never watched enough of whatever team he's managing, and like international football might as well be a different sport. So like I'm not really gonna like take much from what he is at Germany. I know that he was the guy for like a long time, but I would be really curious to see Luis Enrique. I think it makes sense. He's in the same coaching tree. The only thing I'll say about last season, and look, man, last season was like really brutal. Like it really was true doldrums. I don't know how much it is to blame on Pep when it's like your Ballon d'Or winning midfielder tears his ACL, and then on top of that, it's Stones, Diaz, Akanji, Ake, all of them get hurt in that December period. And
have one
your captain is like, I've seen enough. I'm gonna go to Italy. And I don't know if have y'all read any of the Bernardo Silva interview that dropped today?
No, the tab is open.
Yeah. So he did an interview with Manchester Evening News. I don't know the last time Bernardo Silva's done an interview. So this like really shocked me. And the fact that Pep picked him, and as far as I know, this is the first time in his career Pep's picked a captain. And he picked Bernardo to be the captain and didn't have the players vote on it. And Bernardo is like, we need people that aren't going to cheat their jobs and take something happened.
Yeah.
Last year.
Yeah.
And I am a Kyle Walker was a Kyle Walker defender. And I might have been the last one. But something happened last year, and that's all I'm going to say.
I think too, like I'm not the biggest Bill Simmons fan, but one of the things I love that he talks about is being like a body language doctor. And I feel like we were on a pod last year where I was saying nobody looks like they're having fun. Nobody looks like they're, and obviously the results weren't good either, but like it looked miserable from thousands of miles away. So I can't imagine what it was like there.
Foreign a feeling it must have been like. You're the first team to ever win 4 titles in a row, and you couldn't win a game for 2 or 3 months.
Yeah.
I mean, that must have been unbelievable. Sorry, I've been talking a lot. I'm gonna.
No, this is fine. No, I love it. This is what conversations is. You're all making so many good points. I should have been taking notes, so I wouldn't know where to go. But I guess I'll go. I have no idea who did. Enrique, Nagelsmann, both solid people. Sure, I welcome them. Having him long, I do then think of like, well, I guess Saf did a decent amount of winning, so he can obviously stay as long as he wants to. But then there's Arsene Wenger, who had like his wins, but that was also wins early, but he like coasted on that for such a long time. And it's just like the longer you stay with a person, when do you like? It's up to Pep to make that choice. But then what if he doesn't make that choice and they're both just kind of staying together just because they don't know what else to do? But thankfully, he does have a wife that is like, you're going to pay me some fucking attention, boy. Like, you have done this whole football thing forever. Please pay me some attention. So, like, shout out to her for that. I appreciate her. But also, yeah, he's Pep. He can stay as long as he wants to.
I was going to say, I mean this in no other way than the timeline perspective. I'm married to a Penn Stater. Like, I'm really worried about, like, the Joe Paterno-esque-ness of something that may happen. Now, I think we're probably 30 years away from this, right? Like, there's no way. Like, Dylan's ready to be like, you're the biggest moron I've ever talked to in my entire life. Stop talking about him being here too long. But, like, last year, I was sitting there, I was like, they're lost. Like, he has lost the room fully, and that worries me. Yeah, and I feel like there's not enough turnover for it. Something needs to have happened better in the summer too. I don't know.
My only pushback to the like lost the room is like Holland signed the contract extension while that was all going on. Pep signed the extension while it was all going on. Like I don't know as much if it's like you've lost the room, or I think, and look, we might have this conversation in November and I could say I'm a big giant moron and why did you listen to me? But I do feel that it was just a season from hell. And like sometimes that happens. And maybe I'm being naive, maybe I'm being too sentimental, and I like to think I'm not particularly sentimental. But it just seemed like the absolute worst thing ever. And all I'll say is, don't you dare compare Pep Guardiola.
Like I said,
child abuse, defending, hiding.
No.
Oh, yes. Oh gosh, I forgot about all that.
As I said, just the timeline perspective. That's all I meant by it. I was trying to think of like, was Krzyzewski there too long? Was Roy Williams in UNC too long? And I couldn't I just remember being like, this man is going to die on the sideline. And
it's kind of almost like a Saban thing.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like it's like Saban was like, he saw NIL, and was like, I'm good. This is what I'm out. Like I'm ejectocito.
So accurate. Like he sits there and he's like, you know who else will pay me $1 million? Disney. I'm out of here. So
okay, well, that was a nice little amuse bouche that we asked for multiple of. So we made a meal of that. I love it though. Also, Pep gets the people going. He's going to be a focal point of this season. So I feel like this won't be the first. Well, this is the first, but it won't be the last time we talk about Pep this season. I want to move on to the kits this season. Signed it. Well, first, Puma extension. Oh, LB Raid. What's up? Shout out to LB, the homie. Send some people over here. All of a sudden I was like, wait, where do all these numbers come from? Hey, welcome to the Brilliant Blues. Quick conversation.
My reaction wasn't to that. My reaction was to
the Puma. Yeah.
Yes.
I make that really clear. I wasn't about I didn't even realize that's what happened.
No, we went from like having 2 people on to now there's 101. So I was like, what is happening? Did my laptop just glitch? Oh my gosh. Yes, Puma. Quick thoughts on the extension. Dylan, you seem like you want to get rid of Puma.
Look, my issue with Puma is that the highs when they're high are all-timers. Like I think the treble home kit quite legitimately is one of the best kits I've ever seen. I think that
what's up, brother?
I think that this away kit is like beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah. I will be the first kit I buy since the home kit in the treble season. Yeah. And I haven't bought a kit in a long time since then either. But like when they're bad, like this third kit that's getting announced, which is actually atrocious. Like it's really bad. It's like I'm a firm believer of look good, feel good, play good. And I think if I'm wearing a shirt with raindrops on it, I'm not going to be playing good. I'm not going to be playing good.
Yeah. And that's so funny because I love that kit so much. I don't know why.
Oh my God, no.
It's a sickle in me. I love it. I cannot wait to get it. By the end of the season, it's gonna be super on sale because no one's gonna buy it. I'm here for it. What's up?
I was literally like in my mind, and I love a sash. I think we were talking about this last time we met, where we were talking about the Club World Cup one that I actually really liked for some reason. Maybe I'm the sicko there, but like the home kit now, I actually really like. I think it's an 8 or so. The away kit 10. The third is a 1. Like I was just sitting there, I was like, why are we hiring SeaWorld to make our kit? I don't understand this. It looks like a wetsuit. I don't get it. So it's
wetsuits repel water, so that makes no sense. How could it look like a wetsuit?
I also was just talking about Pep maybe being here for too long a minute ago. So like I don't have the best track record here. But it's like to Dylan's point, it's like dizzying high and terrifying lows with Puma for sure. It's
what do you mean? How can you hate this kit? How can you hate this? It is absolutely stunning. Like I see, especially where I live, there's love camo. I got a few camo things that I can throw that on with and rock a killer fit with like that. So I guess you're right. I'm not thinking about the kit from the aspect of how it will look on the pitch at all. I'm thinking about all the fits that I can get off with this shirt. That's all I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about fashion.
I will say this: if you wanted to go that route, more of a real tree type aspect with some neon orange would have been a little bit better. But I gotta sit with Dylan on this one. That was since the Paisley kit, that's been one of the worst for sure.
Paisley kit, the just Man City kit.
Yeah, tough. The third kits are always just so troubling for them.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yes, the homage to Manchester Rain. So Tarek will be here soon, but this is not the show for this. This is offshoots. So there will be no Tarek, but I will let him know. Hey, let me take a quick photo of this. This is a Disney Plus spinoff. This is where's the Wolves compared to whatever that.
This is private practice to their Grey's Anatomy right now. Just to show my age again.
The English. Oh my gosh, they're like, oh what? Okay, cool. So yeah, wait, that third kit, I love it, but I understand why everybody hates it. It completely I'm not stupid. That home kit, all black, gorgeous. Ooh, it's mint. Oh, I love it. It gets me super excited. And the sash is it's very nice for a home kit. But we gotta actually what we gotta talk about is do we want to talk about the transfers that have happened already, or do we want to talk about today's kind of insanity? We have Grealish, his photos in Everton have been seen. He's made the videos, the hype videos. Everything's going all good with him. That hurt my heart. Man City agreeing personal terms with Donnarumma. Didn't we just have Trafford? Don't we have Ederson? Like, what is going on with Ortega? Savio, apparently he's staying. Bakati going to Nottingham Forest for the low. Like, what? So there's so many topics that give me different levels of happy and pissed off. So where should we start?
Please lead us off again. Yeah, dude, yeah.
I mean, like the Donnarumma stuff when it came out, I was like, "There's no way that this is actually going to happen." And I recorded the first ep of a Monday Morning Manager season 2, and we were talking about it as a what if. It's already now aged poorly, which I love. But look, I could go both ways with it because it's one thing for Enrique to have won a treble with him speaks to like it is possible to win with Donnarumma as your goalkeeper. As you say those words out of your mouth, Luis Enrique is getting rid of this guy as his goalkeeper after winning. Yeah. Which isn't a great look or feeling.
Yes, and what I will say is they brought in Chevalier, which he is the guy who I was like, City, do whatever you need to get him to City. And so he went to PSG. And now I completely feel you because I wanted that other guy too. And Donnarumma feels kind of like, but also I'm a little worried because all the talk before Trafford came in was he's the man that next year could take over for Ederson.
Yeah.
He's been there for a week.
He gave him the one.
And Donnarumma's in.
He gave him
So
the one.
so it's like, is it going to be that big of a deal? Like, is he that? Our city seeing the same thing with Trafford that I guess the media and social media were talking about of his impact.
I'm gonna put myself out there and ask a really, really dumb question. Par for the course for me. We just talked about every injury that we had to deal with last year too. And like, we just talked about not having a Ballon d'Or winning, holding midfielder for a lot of the year. Is there any part of you that also feels like those misses played more into the panic in the back than like maybe Ederson being over the hill or needing to get rid of it or needing to move on from him? Because I always kind of go back and forth with that too, where it's like, there's only so much that can happen and we can do there. So again, you guys are the smarter ones. Just had that thought.
What do you think, Dillon?
I'm a pretty big Ederson defender. I think that he is one of, if not the most unique goalkeeper I've ever seen in the world. I thought that he was honestly going to be like 2017, 2018, 2019. Like, I thought this guy was going to be like Steph Curry in the way of like, he's changed the position forever. He's changed the sport forever.
I mean,
he has, but has he?
Oh,
like, you can tell
yes,
me that
bad.
maybe,
I don't know what to do.
like the fact that he's then going to he's being replaced by the opposite of that. He's getting replaced by an elite shot stopper. And like, this is Steph Curry getting replaced by Andre Miller.
Oh no!
I'm not saying it disrespectfully. Yeah. It's not disrespectful. It's
I wasn't expecting. I wasn't expecting Andre Miller though. That's it. No,
yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's hard to think of someone that has, I don't know, like prime Rondo. Like, I don't know who you're gonna like.
Tony Allen, Pat Beverly, maybe.
Yeah. It's like, these are things that are. It's an interesting thing of like. You can tell me that 5-10 years from now, every goalkeeper is just absolutely pinging passes around, and you see it a little bit more. But if Pep's switching to essentially the best shot stopper in the world, who's really, honestly, just poor, like with the ball at his feet, that's weird.
He's terrible with the ball at his feet.
So then,
surprising. I don't get it.
Let me ask a follow-up question then. Is there maybe a world where Pep is not confident with the adjustments, changes, and differences in the defensive line and center mid right now, and that's leading to this change too?
Or maybe
potentially.
I agree. Yeah, but also it wouldn't surprise me if he's going back to just embracing beating people down and focusing more on scoring more. And if we have someone back there that way the club can focus on maintaining possession, making the passes. If you make a mistake, cool, we can get burnt. Now we have Donnarumma's massive tail in the goal to stop anything that comes near him. I'm okay with that. Yes, that just means our press is going to have to be tighter because he's going to just boot the ball and no telling what. But also, now that's on Haaland, his giant tail, to get up in the air and win those balls when Donnarumma has to just boot the ball up the pitch. That's the great thing of Pep is his genius will he'll figure out a way to have them handle the situation. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so you were saying it for Rico Lewis. So Forrest.
Yeah, that Forrest bit is insane.
I hate Nottingham Forest. Last year, I loved them. I was like, oh, hey, yeah, cool. Fun story.
Hold on, he just said something about when did the Ederson Galatasaray news come in?
But he did say rejected by City. I don't know. I guess I didn't see that either. But I was super excited to see Nottingham Forest do their thing, come up, make things hot for the usual top 6 That's great. That's what we want to see. But then their owner plays silly with Gibbs White, which honestly I think he's saved us because I don't want anything to do. Well, I would like Gibbs White, but not for the prices that they were asking for Gibbs White.
Yeah.
And now he's trying to lowball us when it comes to McAtee, also for Rico Lewis. Like, I get it. Obviously,
Honestly, I think the McAtee fee is pretty solid.
20. So
year
25.
left on his deal. Year left on his deal. Played 900 minutes. I like McAtee. I think McAtee's a good player. I think McAtee has the potential to be like a good player. But I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that money every time.
Don't disagree. I also want to say real quick, I know we mentioned at the top, happy for Grealish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go play all the time. Go play for less stakes. I love you, buddy.
Yeah.
Thanks for the treble.
Yeah, for sure.
Stop drinking.
Felt like you're a little hesitant on that one, so I was like, oh, maybe not. But yeah, I was happy for him.
I'm happy for Grealish. It didn't work out. It ended up not working out. He's one of a really bad transfer, to be honest. Like, City won in trouble because of it, and like it. I don't think it's a flop. I think that's a really aggressive word. It just didn't work out for a variety of reasons. I think that he.
True.
There you go.
To your point, though, do you pay that sum again to win the treble?
Pay $100 million to win a treble.
Absolutely
worth it.
Yes.
Well spent.
Yeah.
Yep.
So.
That's why it's like I don't think it's a flop, but I think he came in, he took the 10 off of fucking Sergio.
Yeah,
flop
is.
I'm not saying that that he's a flop. I'm also saying that maybe it wasn't a success.
Yeah, that's
and
tough.
It's going to be like anyone that's like, oh, he's a flop. It's like, please stop talking. I don't want to listen to your opinions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I also don't think that it's like a resounding success either. Both of those things are true.
Yeah, sure. And I get myself in trouble because I say the same thing about his partying, that he enjoys himself. And Pep says all the time, go live your life. I'm not here to tell you what to do, but there are consequences for your actions. And if you show up to practice lackadaisical, lazy, or complaining about, or even bragging about how you like smashed a bunch of pints at the bar the other day, or you're getting caught on social media having me drugged to a car, like that just doesn't make the club look good. Pep, we know Pep loves his schoolboys. We know Pep loves his players to immediately get married and start having kids, because then that means you're going to be focused and locked into work to give for your family. We know that's what Pep likes.
Wants 11 trad players. I love that for him.
Honestly. Oh man. Okay. McAtee. Okay, cool. We don't need to stay on him because he is Donnarumma. We've done that. Savinho staying. I feel like Savinho gives people very strong feelings about it. Agreed to pay 75% of his wages. That's great. I saw that. There's no way Everton are paying that 50 million. Like every Everton supporter I know, they're like, we're not paying that.
That is the fakest loan to buy option I've ever seen in my entire life.
It's like spamming FM just to be like, I gotta get this guy in, and it's like I have this option. Yeah. Now it looks a little more
shiny
appealing.
number. You right, Everton? Like, sure, 50 million. Yeah.
That man's on.
Because even like, AC Milan.
What if he kills it?
And I'm sure he might. But 50 million for.
They could win the league, and he's coming back. Like I'm just telling you right now. No shit.
I actually don't know if Everton could afford 50 million.
That's what I'm saying.
In general, regardless of how good he is, I don't know if Everton
they could do the domestic treble, and he's coming back. I don't. He leads the team in score. He's coming back. It's just what's first bus too. Not even the second bus. Golly.
It's he. I hope with the new stadium, lots of kit sales, the fan base gets all riled and upset, and if on the idea of him leaving, it might force their hand. I don't know. We'll see, because they also they need a star. Like Jack Grealish is the dude. all social media was I haven't seen Jack Grealish get posted this much on social media from non-city accounts in years, even when he was struggling. And so, like, everyone's
It's Beto
very
erasure,
excited.
man. I got Beto. They got a star.
Oh my god. I like Beto, but
I do. I think he's a good player.
Okay, that's all of the rumors. I believe so. Okay, cool.
We didn't really talk about Savio all that much. I don't think he's staying.
Oh, you think he's leaving?
I don't think like for certain he's definitely
To Tottenham
leaving,
or just in general?
but I think I don't know if City want to deal with Tottenham. I'm not obviously the first person to say that. It's very much well known. Like,
yeah,
how much
bro.
City
F Tottenham. For real, for real.
But what I do think changes it's Viana, not Cheeky. And I think because it's a different sporting director having those conversations, I do think that there's like significantly less bad blood. I know it's been talked about, like how after Kane, they were just like, we're not dealing with this club anymore. Like we weren't going to deal with them again after Walker. We went back in for Kane.
Yeah, screw those guys.
Maybe because there's a new person in that negotiating table that they're maybe a little bit more likely. I just don't know if like it was pretty public, man. Like I think it was Savio's team trying to force something, and like I think it's really hard just to like go back into work after you were like pretty publicly
Alexander
like, on your way to like like you know what I mean? Like that's City don't do that.
No.
Like there was Walker, which was wild, the fact that he came back, and there was like Bernardo is like very public, like I'm not happy in Manchester.
Yes.
But like no team would pay what City wanted, and Bernardo's like a consummate professional. And so like he put his own needs essentially on the side and just did his job. But like I think it's really hard to just be like, I don't want to be here, and then just like show up to work the next day. Like and like not your to be honest, like it's not his position. There's 2 or 3 other names ahead of him. Like I think Foden, Turkey, and Bob all are going to compete for that spot.
Yeah, throwaway comment here. I've never related to a professional soccer player more, football player more than I don't want to be here, but I show up to my job the next day. So I appreciate you saying that too. I've been in those positions too. It fucking sucks. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to be positive, just in general, in life. I have a child now. And like, I actually really have liked what we've done in the summer, to be honest with you. And
yeah,
like
I love it.
The early summer. So it's like, if someone leaves, fine, whatever, we're going to figure it out, because I've actually this has been the first summer transfer window where I feel confident and I can say it with my chest and I can walk around and be like, I don't know, man, like say what you want to say about what they did, but I feel pumped about it. Yeah, like I feel good about it again. And it has been, and we talked about this on one of our last pods, it's been a minute since I've really felt that way. Maybe one player or, one big signing. Yes, you feel that way. But like for a batch, and it's probably since Julian and Holland, same one, right?
Or that, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Reinders is immediately just going to walk into the team and be really good. Like, I think Reinders immediately is just going to have. He's a floor raiser type player. Like, he's just going to be. I don't think he's going to have the potential highs that Turkey can have. I think Turkey has legitimately. This is a guy that could like maybe be a Ballon d'Or style player if everything kind of clicks. But I think for Turkey, it might take him a little bit more time. I think it feels a lot like the 2020-2021 season, like early days. Like we didn't have Ruben Diaz yet. We had just lost the title. We were so like easily on the counter. It was just we made Christian Pulisic look like Messi, and it just really kind of it was rough, man. He ran rampant over our defense all throughout Project Restart. I still have those nightmares.
Do you feel this way? Like I felt like when that signing happened, going into that window, I was like, I know what we need, and I'm a dummy. So if like I knew what we needed and we did it, right, cool. This summer, it's been like, fucking take your pick, dude. Like there were so, again, I'm not trying to harp on last year, but like it wasn't a plug and play. It wasn't like, hey, directly, this is what needs to happen. And yet, again, being positive, good example for my son.
Positive,
And yet,
positive.
I feel pumped about it. I'm just like, this has been the best window we've had in a long time.
Yeah, I mean, Eight Nori I think is fantastic. Reinders is fantastic. Look, it's such a cliche. Bob's a new signing.
Yes.
Bowden
I love when people use this
hopefully
thing. Yes.
Bowden can hopefully figure out whatever was going on in his head and come back. And Rodri, I think, is going to take a little bit of time from his injury. But once he gets back, I mean, that's a new team. That is a new team.
1,000%.
Yeah. I love that this Bernardo interview is by the homie Jack Gone. I don't know if any friend of the show. He's friend of the show. I actually just had an episode drop with him. Here's proof. This is like it just came out a few days ago. We were talking, and the big thing that he said to me that was interesting was the Wolves game. There are actually probably way more people here on in the squad before the Wolves game, or that Palermo, that he's expecting a small squad traveling, which it was. And that's how Pep is almost going to tell people, hey, go. go find your teams, find your places. I love you. Like, if you're here, like, I'm going to train you. I'm going to do my job, but I don't see much more for you. And we're seeing the moves and everything. Sharky is great. I am interested in your thoughts on Livramento probably won't come just because that's a whole Newcastle thing, especially if they already didn't want to let him go when they were holding on to Isak. Now that Isak might get out of here, they definitely can't let go of Livramento. They can't lose all of these people. Like, they just can't do it. But hold on, there we go. Yeah, Rodrigo. A lot of people, like, he's talented. You don't get to Real Madrid and have the goals and assists that he has without being talented. The problem is we have so many players who, sure, they play out wide, but give them a couple of dribbles and they are dead center in the pitch. Rodrigo's another one of those people. He enjoys scoring. He's not necessarily a facilitator. He can, but he likes bagging goals. We need more facilitators. Like, we have Haaland. We have the goal scorer on our squad. We need people. Biggest complaint about Savio. Biggest complaint about Doku. End product. We need players on the wings who can give us end product. And obviously that means scoring goals themselves. But with Haaland, you would think you have someone who could just pop the ball up. Boop, let him.
Front post run, right? Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah, exactly. I feel you. I keep referencing back to our old pods, but I think it's just power for us that we've been kind of on top of things before. Dillon, I feel like you brought this up. When we've signed a big name, sometimes it's like kind of been anticlimactic. I mean, Haaland's, not the rule here. It's like, yeah, it's like Julian Alvarez. Yes, people knew him in certain circles. I mean, if you're really into it, but like a lot of people probably saw him coming over here and it's like, oh, he's going to get loaned out and whatever. And it's like, when we are able to make those types of transactions where, oh, by the way, he's going to end up starting X amount of games and actually have a huge impact on this team. That's where I'm a little bit more impressed. And like, I could be eating my words. We could sign Rodrigo and he could come in and just be like the missing link or the missing piece. But it is one of those things where I'm always so wary on these type of things where I'm like, I don't know if I want to get excited about this or if it's even worth it to get excited about this.
Yeah.
Savio did get a lot of assists. And what I will say, and I just want to shout out Alex Michel. He wrote a thread about this after coming back to Twitter after such a toxic season last year. But he had mentioned how a lot of the stuff with Savio, and if you watch, a lot of his assists came when he was on the left. I think the problem is that Doku doesn't like playing on the right. And Pep likes Doku more than he likes Savio. Like that, Savio played more minutes. It's also because Doku has injury issues. But I think signing Eight Nori means that there's going to be someone that can move balls in on the left and not And I think that makes Savio not like expendable. I think it's not what Alex said, and that's not what I'm saying. But there are players that then can be there's things that can be replaced from what Savio brought. Oh, it's 2 a.m. Dear Lord, go to bed. And
appreciate you for kicking it, Mark.
It's one of those things where I think that
new episode of Shades of Blue drops tomorrow. So when you wake up, the episode should be out. We'll see. Sorry, Dylan.
Some point tomorrow. Yes. You're fine. It's a thing where I think if you were to go, I think City are going to be able to make up some of the creativity that Savio does have. I don't want him to leave. I don't want Savio to leave. He's 21. He's a baby. He's a child. And I think he has a long future ahead of him. But I get it if he goes.
Yep. Oh, I love it. Okay, is there any will they, won't they? Actually, who is a player? Let's get messy. Who's a player that is still in the squad and you're just staring at them being like, why are you still here? Leave this club.
Well, my option has a clear reason why. I figured it was time for Kovacic to leave, but I think him being
Kovacic, not Gundo.
I think Gundo's going to be a manager. I think Gundo's going to slide right into coaching, and I don't think Gundogan was that bad last year. I think people really wanted to play the blame game, and it was a disaster of a season. And I think that if Kovacic wasn't hurt, I think he'd be gone. The amount of times I watched Kovacic stand still like an old person in a basketball game and they just dribble right past you like you're a fucking traffic cone drove me insane. And that's someone where I was like, if he wasn't hurt, I definitely think he's gone. Gundogan, if he wants to go to Turkey and get a payday, go for it. But I think he has eyes on coaching, and I think that he's a part of Pep's staff next season.
Again, going to be positive. I'm going to use a cop-out answer. Calvin Phillips is still on the roster, so it's that. There you go.
Hey, but he was demoted from 4 to 44. Took his number, gave it to Rangers, and
what I am mad about the jersey numbers. The jersey numbers of the new signings are crazy.
Are we doing Yankee things here?
It's just like how is our midfielder wearing 4? How is Ryan Tricky's at 29? Yeah. I don't want to buy a 29 jersey. I'll buy a 47 jersey for Foden. I'm not buying 29.
Damn. Are you one of those people that was really pissed when 0 could be worn on a football field?
No, I like that. I like that when a defensive lineman wears number
29 for a midfielder. This is nonsense.
Soccer in particular has numbers actually mean something in soccer.
Yeah.
To an extent. And I just would like to see there's not 40, not 4. I don't want 4 on a midfielder, and I don't want 29 on my creative player.
I think the bald eagle, the little mini one inside of me is screeching right now. And I'm like, I don't give a shit. I was in American sports, it's just yeah, whatever. That's your number. I know that soccer has that tradition and that history of that. But for me, I think my brain is too stars and stripes right now that I just don't. It doesn't even register for me. For sure.
Who wears 29 in American sports that you're Joseph Adai? I don't know who
Joseph Adai.
Is he maybe the first? Is he maybe the first 29? Could be. You never know.
Yeah, I mean many are saying.
people are saying he's the first 29.
Gosh. Yeah, I'm looking it up for basketball.
Basketball would be terrible.
Purvis Ellison, Paul Silas. I mean, there's one that's
Paul
one.
Silas.
Paul Silas is crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. Eric Dickerson.
Okay, that's
all right. We gotta go back to the ring administration, but we found someone.
Exactly.
And I guess Kylian Mbappe wore 29 at PSG for a bit.
What the hell?
And then Tariq Cohen, the little speedy, shifty running back for Chicago. Yeah. So not many. There's not a precedence set for that at all.
Oh, Joseph Adai was 28.
Oh, Okay. Oh, hey, shout out to you though for even remembering Joseph and I. Actually, okay, so let's look at the whole footballing world, Premier League world. The season's about to start. And I'll go straight to you, John, because this was your topic that you put in. A non-city football story or thing that you are most excited for. And also, hey, everybody here who's watching in the chats, let us know. Give us your thoughts.
Yeah,
maybe there's something you want to hear about.
They're gonna hate me, and it's totally fine. And I've already played like the troll, I guess, on this episode, so I'm gonna keep doing it. Again, the American brain is coming out way too hard. I am just fully watching Wrexham games, and but I think that there is, in the elitist version of people who watch football or soccer, that is kind of looked down upon anymore. Totally. I feel like I care. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but I just like care enough to check the score and watch as much as I can. And I think it's the documentary. Like, my brain was strong enough to never get red pilled into the manosphere, which is amazing for me. But like, it's not strong enough to overcome a Ryan Reynolds documentary.
I appreciate you not getting sucked into the manosphere.
Absolutely. That's never going to happen.
He is an investor in the company that I work for, so I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah, for sure.
What I will say, and because I just mean this, have y'all ever watched not the new Hulu version, but the OG Keeping Up with the Kardashians? Like, stay with me here.
Back in the day, right?
Yeah. So like, I've watched it like with my fiance.
Yes.
And they just create a way to make you care about what's going on.
Yes.
It's like black magic.
Yes.
And he has that ability. It's pretty fascinating. And I don't know what that is. It's like something that I shouldn't care about. And I'm indifferent to you. I do not dislike you. I do not like you, but I just care. And I don't know how to describe that. And that's how I kind of feel about him.
To be honest with you, none of my paychecks have anything to do with him, so I can say what I want here. His commentary is the thing I care about least on the show. Like, when actually they're on the screen, I'm just like, all right, like, get back to like what's going on with the women's team. Like let me actually get the story. And you have nailed it. As someone who was in a college dorm in 2008, 2009, and all of the female dorm mates were literally watching on their tube televisions, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, the original version. Like, I remember walking in, talking to them and being like, what's on the TV? What's going on?
Like, I get it. I get it, Courtney.
Yes. No, 1,000%. Like, it is, there is something there, and maybe it's just like the magic of film, which, Dillon, I know that you are such a big fan of, obviously.
Buddy.
Like, I just get sucked in, and I'm just like, no, I give a shit, and I'm going to binge this. And if that makes me less of a person or less of a quality soccer fan, then so be it. Whatever. Like, who cares? I like it. So, yeah.
Honestly, with us being City fans, oh my God. Okay, so I did a random podcast. I won't say their name, but it was like the pre-production, and they had somebody represent every team in the Premier League.
Yeah.
So they're going through the names, and then they go, CrunkChocolate, like everybody always does. And I go, hey, here. And someone says something to the effect, I'm paraphrasing, I'd want to know more about them, but Man City fans are so boring. And I was just like, fuck off, guy. Like, bro, you're so cool saying the most unoriginal insult ever. Like, I wanted to murder him verbally and just let him know how much of a dork he is. But I was like, no, it's fine. It's fine. Once I get on, I'm just gonna kill it. And that's what I did.
I feel like that's why, like, when I was saying it, I had to throw the caveat out there, because I'm like admitting to a double scarlet letter in the soccer world, where it's like, I'm a Man City fan and I enjoy Wrexham. Like,
and I'm American.
And I'm American, like 3 strikes and you're out type shit. And like, it's just like, I know it. And I know that maybe like I'm a simpleton, and that's okay. You know, sometimes you just need to watch what, like, it's like eating ice cream. There's no bad flavors of ice cream. And like, it's just my ice cream.
Oh, mint.
No, mint chocolate chip is fire. Come on, Dillon. Fire. When you guys are in New York, I'll take you to a couple. Listen, I got a whole, like, we can hit 4 or 5 different places. We'll do it right. Yeah.
But I do understand what you're saying because ice cream, sugary deliciousness.
Yes.
There's really no wrong way to do it. That's usually what I say when I go to like breweries and stuff and I try a beer and they're like, "You just want to try a sample?" And I'm like, "No, just give it to me. Will it get me drunk?"
Yeah.
And they're like, "Yeah, of course." I'm like, "Okay, cool." Well, in the end, that's what I'm here for, ain't it?
You guys will both understand this reference in Dodgeball, the last scene where he's just gorging himself with like the fried chicken. Like, I know that's what I look like watching Welcome to Wrexham, and that's okay. That's
Oh man. Okay, so we did not touch half of these topics, which is good. Honestly, this isn't it's not a construct. We go wherever we want, but I do want to end on what are our expectations and predictions for the season. Like, do we expect to get back to the mountaintop? Are we going to have to watch Liverpool win it again, or even worse, Arsenal?
I fully filibustered the last question, so Dillon, please. I'm sorry for that.
I think that City had the season from hell, finished with more wins than Arsenal, almost had more points than Arsenal.
Yes.
And we're honestly way closer to Liverpool than they should have been. Granted, Liverpool have improved their squad by like a crazy amount. But I don't know. I'm about to do the thing that I make fun of people for doing, which is like judge the Community Shield because it means nothing. And the City have like routinely looked terrible in the Community Shield and looked fantastic. I shouldn't say it looked fantastic, but they won the Community Shield last year and look how that played out. I didn't think Liverpool looked that good.
I like it, I
so,
love it, I want it. I like it, I love it, I want it.
That just threw me off. And so for me, it's like I really do think that City are going to compete, and I feel like I really hate saying this word because it makes me sound like a right winger, but like national media at large are like a lot of it feels like City are being like
fake
really
news.
Like the mainstream media, like traditional media, yada yada yada. Grok.
Yeah, let me get into the Premier League deep state for you here.
Yeah,
gotcha.
But it feels like City are just kind of being like forgotten about. And yes, I understand they lost arguably one of the greatest players of all time, and are replacing him with someone that people maybe aren't like as huge fans of, in Ryan Cherky. But I have a lot of expectations that like Pep is going to do what Pep has always done, and that is win at an insanely high level. And so I'm not saying they're definitely going to win the title, but I definitely think they're going to compete.
As a new golfer for the past 2 years and someone who has still not broken 100 with my 3 other buddies here, I haven't on the last one. He always tells me it's always darkest before the dawn, and that's usually after I smash one into the water. I feel the same way about the City team. And like, it's again, I'm gonna reference back. I just feel maybe I want to feel something. Obviously, that's probably why I'm tuning into Welcome to Wrexham at all times. But like, I feel like this summer window just rejuvenated me and like got me back. And again, I'm trying to be positive, trying to put a good example out there for the youths of this world. And no, like it's another title like competing season, and it has to be because if it's not, a year from now when we do the same exact pod, I'm going to ask another really stupid question about do we really want Pep here anymore, and you guys are going to have to like tell me I'm a moron again, which is fine. I know my role.
We'll never tell you you're a moron. You are free to have the opinions and thoughts that you. Well, I don't know. I like holding that people are morons to like more serious takes and thoughts. Like even your like hot takes, I feel aren't.
I just know that I feel like I'm the Ben Wallace of this pod. I know my role, and it's throwing out a ridiculous comment here and there, just like grabbing a rebound and outletting it. And like it's fine. I like it. I like just having that be my role. It's okay.
Whatever you say, there's a reason why you're here. Everybody's here because you guys are brilliant in the way that you are brilliant. I love it. All right. Well, I won't hold you guys away from your families.
What's your prediction?
Me. I'm so used to asking.
Please tell me.
What do I think? I just can't go against City, but here I am waffling though. I'm sorry. I know people hate waffling in live streams. Liverpool have really done great jobs at upgrading players that helped them win the league last year. I am interested to see Virgil. He did, again, not trying to read too much into it, but Virgil did look like age has finally caught up to him. Thank goodness. Honestly, same thing about Salah. How will all these new people fit in? There will be players who want to prove themselves, but then Salah, like, he's a great player. He's a good teammate, but he wants his ball. He wants the ball. He wants to take these shots. He wants to be the lead of the team. Now there are going to be people there who want to themselves be the head of the team. Like, how will him and Verts work out? Things like that. Will Kirkez and Frimpong? I remember how, like, all the commentators could talk about is how tiny Frimpong is. And so it will be interesting to see when there are teams with bigger players, how does he handle that situation? How do they handle when a team is willing and ready to play counter football? Those will be things that I'm super interested in seeing of them. Arsenal, they can bring in a striker. They can bring in multiple strikers. They can bring in Zubamendi, who is class, but he's a tiny dude. He should be able to handle it, but he's a miniature. So there are positives and negatives, or at least things that I can make fun of for these other clubs. And it'll be interesting. We won't lose as many games, or we won't draw as many games. We won't both. We won't lose and draw as many games as we did last year. So I don't see why we wouldn't be in that, where if we don't win the league, we lose by just 3 points, maybe.
Agreed. Well said.
Let's go. We back. Okay, so what this is, the Brilliant Blues, once a month, we come together and tackle some topics. We have a good time. Both of these people do some really dope things. How I got to know them. John, he's Mr. Humble, so like he will tell you that he's not great or entertaining or smart or any of those things. So just take that with a grain of salt. And
it's the Midwestern sensibilities. I apologize. It's just how I was raised.
That's fair. And then Dylan's just a fucking rock star. There's no really denying that at all. So it is what it is. Please plug yourselves. John, we'll go with you first, my friend.
Yeah, I mentioned like last pod that I passed my SOM thing and that I had my whole thing getting rolled out. If anyone followed it, nothing has happened. I'm not a watch this space type motherfucker, but I will say I've actually been like producing everything and putting it together, and I'm hoping to have it rolled out by October. It's Verjuice NY at Verjuice NY. If you're not in the New York area, it's not really going to pertain to you much, but like if you just want to support, go right ahead. I appreciate it. Yeah.
I mean, for me, I follow me on Twitter. It's just at my name, and I think I mentioned it in the pre-show. I don't really know if I mentioned it on the show, but starting back up my YouTube stuff, Monday Morning Manager with City Extra. So thank you to Freddie, thank you to Jordan for letting me start that back up. Really, really appreciate it. And just recorded an ep with, I guess I can tell here, I tweeted it out. Recorded an ep with Phil Costa. Was able to get him to show his face on camera, which I was really, really happy for. I have it covered in the Twitter photo, but he was cool with doing a little bit of a face reveal, which I was glad about. That should be dropping as soon as I can get my ADD out of the way and edit it. So hopefully as soon as possible.
Oh, I love it. Okay, and follow anything and everything for us at Shades of Blue and W, at Shades of Blue and W. That is at Shades of Blue Network, if you don't know. But TikTok, Instagram, Blue Sky, X, all the apps, just type in at Shades of Blue and W.
Last two things, Dylan. Congrats again on being engaged. That's humongous. Have a ton of fun with that. And then, Crunk, can you please explain to people where can they get the shirt that you're wearing?
Oh, this is us. This is our Shades of Blue shirt, our own store.
I work in sales, so I knew what to do there.
The first press didn't go the best. That's what this is. So
right.
That won't be there. But yeah, put in the show notes. You can check our site. It's Shades of Blue Network at Square site. So yeah, If you check our show notes and our page, I will share it. Appreciate you.
Perfect.
We'll all see you guys soon.